All right, YouTube. For the stream, the YouTube's getting the stream. If you watch the VOD, you know, it's going to be slightly less quality. I didn't record the first session, or I did just in case the stream went down, but I always record just in case there's issues with the VODs and I have to switch over to uploading it in record form. I do have this recorded, and I may still upload it along with the VODs at some point. It's going to be pretty much the same, though YouTube, I'll cut certain things out if I don't feel like it's that fun to keep in, or I'm just trying to cut around to save time. But I'm hoping that the YouTube will be in a slightly better quality than the VOD, because I'm trying to tweak recording settings and make sure that it's in like a better everything. The VOD should only be able to go to 720, but the recording, hopefully going forward, should be able to go to 1080p and might look a little bit better. But you know, for some reason things still look a little blurry from time to time when I look at stuff. But you know, it is what it is. So, but I will still keep some of that stuff in, and I will cut certain things, but I'll probably just upload them and then kind of go with it. But the first episode or the first session isn't going to have any recordings, so this will probably be episode 1. If you want to see episode 1 fully in its thing, in its VOD form, will be on the live section of the channel. But for here, for the videos, this will probably be where it starts with, is that at number 1. So, well, you know, because I didn't, the recordings were the same quality as the VOD. And I was like, well, there's no point uploading it twice or having like 2 of these if it's not going to be a slightly better quality. All right, you're the mouth. I have some money now.
I'd like to hear a good story.
Not so fast, young man.
I'm young? I know lots of stories too.
I know quite a few stories myself. How about a trade? A story for a story.
All right then. But if it's the one about the magic porridge pot, don't bother. I've heard it 100
yeah,
times.
it's no longer magical.
And that story always leaves me feeling hungry.
I know a romantic tale about a knight, his lady love, and 3 impossible tasks he had to undertake to win her heart. He had to bring her the sweetest wine, tame the wildest horse, and make a crown with the rarest gem.
And then? What happened when he'd done all 3?
Well, the lady of his heart showed her gratitude by giving him the most precious thing she had. And
I'm not talking about gold.
Ho, a raunchy ending. That'll be popular with the lads round here. If I were you, I'd make it longer. To last a whole evening. Add a wicked stepmother, that sort of thing.
Add a couple things.
It'll be a hit. And now, I'll tell you a tale in return. So what kind of story would you like to hear?
I don't know. I don't know what I want to hear. How about something informative?
I like stories that can teach me something. Stories with a moral.
Haven't you heard enough of those in church? But it's not a problem. I have just the tale for you. And it's not one you'll hear from any priest. So, once upon a time, there lived in these very lands 2 brothers. The older was called Kuba, the younger, Matthias. They were both woodcutters, like their father and his father before him. One day, at the height of summer, they were working in the woods. The air was as hot as a furnace, so Matthias went to a nearby pond to cool himself. But as he was leaning over the cold water, there was a loud splash. His axe had got loose from his belt. In haste, he began to search the muddy bed of the pond, and his hands soon touched something hard and heavy. He pulled it out and could not believe his eyes. He pulled out an axe. Yes, but not his old one. It was an axe made of pure silver.
Good God. I'd grab that without a second thought.
Maybe you would, but Matthias would never. He was an honest man, and with a big swing he threw the silver axe back. He searched the pond again, and this time he pulled out his own axe. Nothing but dull iron and old wood.
I reckon that was the right choice. Who knows who the silver axe belonged to?
Well, quite. Listen on. Matthias was just about to leave when suddenly a water goblin came out of the pond, silver axe in his hands, and he said, "You're a righteous man, Matthias, and for your honesty, you may keep both axes." Matthias, not hanging around for the goblin to change his mind, took up both axes, gave us thanks,
And a
ran to
sandwich.
tell Kuba
Oh, man.
all about it.
That's a pretty good
Kuba,
sandwich.
however, was not best
You know what it's
pleased with his
missing?
little brother's fortune.
Chips.
He deeply envied Matthias for his newfound
I
wealth.
love sandwiches.
So, he set out to try the same thing. He
Fuck.
ran as fast as his legs could carry him straight to the pond, threw his own axe in, and began a pretend search for it. Yet Kuba had no luck. He pulled out the axe he'd thrown in himself. So he tried again. Tricked by sunlight, he grabbed something shiny, only to pull out his old iron axe again. Enraged, he hurled his axe back into the water and yelled, "Fuck this axe! I want a silver one!" But the water goblin heard his shameful cry and was greatly upset by Kuba's greed. So, when Kuba reached down into the water for a third time, the water goblin seized his hand, pulled him down.
was
the hole to
drowned
the
by
goblin
greed.
depths and drowned him.
Well, all was as it should have been. It was Kuba's fault.
I don't think so. It seems Matthias didn't either. He went to the water goblin.
Oh, I
and
can't believe that was
begged
rep
for
gain.
his brother's body so he could take him home and bury him. But the path back from the pond led over a steep hill, and carrying the weight of the waterlogged body exhausted Matthias. He stopped to rest by an old oak tree, and he used a silver axe to cut off a branch that would serve as a walking stick. But it wasn't enough. Somehow, it was still getting harder to continue up the hill. Then Matthias realized it wasn't his brother's body that was weighing him down. It was the silver axe. The axe was the cause of all this trouble. So he started bashing the silver axe against the big stone with all his might, trying to destroy it.
Couldn't break it.
Yet no matter what, he couldn't even make a dent. With the last of his strength, Matthias climbed to the top of the hill. He knew he could go no further, so he found a pretty spot with a view over the valley and dug his brother a grave. There, he buried both his brother and the silver axe that had brought such pain upon them. His final act was to stick the oak branch in the ground by the grave. But lo and behold, the branch grew green leaves and became a tree. The locals have had no dealings with the water goblin since then, but some have had the bad luck to bump into him. And when you walk by the pier where it all happened, you can still hear his chuckling.
That was a very nice story.
Story? What story?
What?
It's the truth.
But why hasn't anyone gone looking for the axe then?
Because it brings misfortune.
But it sounds like a
Did you
really
listen to
nice
me at all?
axe.
Look for yourself if you wish. Rock Tower Pond isn't far from here. The Water Goblin's Pier is
I
somewhere
don't have a
among the
shovel, though.
reeds. But leave me out of it. I'm fine here with my drink.
We're not at a place that you can drink. We're in a barn. For God's sakes, you told a story to a cow. Like we were just in a barn the whole time. He thought we were at a cabin. All right, well, we have the canker camp. We can look for that, and I got to solve a riddle that I have no god-awful idea what the hell I'm going to do with that. But before we do any of that, I do want to head back to where we left off. I did travel a ways by the roads. This is where the herd boy Sleepy was that I fucking slaughtered. I wanted to head back to here because I want to go and get some combat training because we're definitely going to need it. And then after combat training, I thought maybe then we could try to look for Mutt, which in anything is kind of near where the axe thing could be too. So just to speed it up, I'm going to just have me get there. I don't normally want to do too much fast traveling, but I'm like, I want to get back to where I was before I turned off last night. And like I said, hopefully for Twitch, the stream Hopefully the stream quality will be fine. I was trying to fix some stuff because there's still like this weird blur to everything. Things sometimes look a little blurry on stream, but there's only so much I could do with that. Perk point. Hello, guys. You have any food I could have?
Hey, fella, we're an honest lot.
God be with you.
Hi. You guys training?
God be with you, noble sir. I'm Henry of Skalitz, and I serve the Lord of Lipa.
Sir Kunesh of Belevitz. Poor as a church mouse, but a free man once again.
A free man again? What happened to you, Kunesh?
What
The
happened to
greatest
you?
of misfortunes befell me. Figuring out this war is a job and a half.
Aye. This feuding between the royal brothers is damn muddled, all right.
Precisely. I gambled on Jobst over Sigismund a few years back. Only his Hungarian cavalry soon routed us, and I spent 2 years in captivity.
You were held captive? What was it like?
Hardly wondrous, I'll tell you that.
Tell me the glamours
What
of it.
irritated me most was being powerless to do anything. It's all those blasted Hungarians' fault. They can shove my silver up their arse and then lick it and kiss it for all I care.
Jesus.
I totally agree. Sigismund is plundering the kingdom and torching the castles of lords loyal to King Wenceslas.
What a bloody awful affair this war is.
Reputation lost.
In my day, men would fight with honor and integrity, not stab each other in the back.
My sentiments exactly, Sir Kunesh.
Why,
I don't really
young
know
man,
who I
see
believe
you
in
stand
again,
with
but
Wenceslas, eh? I tell you though, he's the one who dragged our land into this mess.
How so? It was the Hungarians who captured you, wasn't it?
Because I was a fool. But I've realized that the only competent king here is Sigismund.
oh boy, it's just gonna keep building rep problems, isn't it?
I disagree with you, sir. Sigismund is a scoundrel who will do our land no good. Again?
That's what often happens in war. Still, for the good of the country, I'll side with Sigismund in the end, especially considering what a drunkard and fornicator that brother of his is.
Wenceslas stands up for his people.
Wenceslas can't even see the tip of his nose, and things are only getting worse.
I don't really think I should. I gotta go and get some ingredients to make more schnapps. I challenge you to a
Sigismund's
duel.
no king. He's nothing but a murderous thief. I challenge you to a duel, sir.
What? You want to fight
He's gonna
me?
kick my
You're
ass.
not a noble, but what do I care? Making you skip and jump will amuse me, whelp.
Hold on. Okay.
You're holding it like a pig holds a bone.
Oh boy, it's loud.
Go on. Fuck that.
Oh, ping is so loud. I don't even know what just happened.
You're holding it like a pig holds a bone.
You fight like an old hag.
Bastard.
I have to turn the adaptive triggers off. As nice as it is when your stamina's getting low for the swing, it's sometimes not picking up some of my attacks to continue certain things.
Go on, Harry. Oh, Christ, you've got some
I'll
energy.
kill you.
This is just a duel, Henry. Calm down.
I'm all yours. Come on.
So armored. It's tough.
Go on, Harry. Show your stuff. Oh, Christ, you've got some energy. You're holding it like a pig holds a bone.
You shut up. You ever thought about that? Jesus. He just keeps attacking. Calm down. Alright, well, you beat me. I had you for...
It was a good fight, but you have been bested. You fought honorably, but you lost. Next time, be more careful who you challenge, you hear?
I could have beaten you. I like how I have to lockpick this. It's open. You guys left it open. Any chance I may have some food with you guys? May I sleep here for a little while? I mean, I challenged the guy to a duel because he was being mean about the king or something. So I was like, you know what? Training experience. Try to get a little practice into a fight that won't kill me. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to have any food here. Also, I switched back. I have the training sword again. Or whatever, the hunting sword instead of the military sword, because I quickly realized, I was like, I should make sure I can even use this, because of stats. I couldn't use the military sword. I didn't have enough agility. Oh. That'll satisfy me. I do kind of need to get to full health because I'm going to go to combat training is where I'm trying to get to. And if I'm going to combat train, it'd probably be in my best interest to be as top shape as I can be. I think I might have a little bit of food, but at this point I don't remember. I have some cooked chicken. Craftsmanship. I'm gonna get the repairs from other people or cheaper because I always end up asking for them. And if I have 30 or more fresh or dried herbs, my charisma is up by 2. A classic perk of mine that I like. Now I just gotta go and grab some of those herbs I stored. All right, I slept on the ground here long enough. Time to duel again, sir. It's like, no. Quick. Nest quick.
Quick. Die.
Where the drunk was? This is where I found that drunk last time.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fight you this time. Also, there was a camp that I got my ass kicked over here. They did just tell me to leave last time, so this time I will listen to them. If I bump into him again.
Whoa.
Ow. I try to stop him, but he for some reason sped up. The game thought when I hit back, it clicked the stick in, even though I didn't click the stick, and it just sped him up. I don't know if it's because I have terrible horsemen, so it's a little hard to listen to me right now. Pebbles, you're a little you were a little too eager there. I was trying to slow down. I hope there's a resting spot where this nomad guy who could train me is. What I need to do, like I said, is I gotta start getting some ingredients because I gotta get me some. Oh boy, get me some schnapps. So I could start making some saves on the go. I have the recipe. We're just lacking in the like a couple, like one or two of the herbs I need.
Whoa, whoa.
Take your head off. I don't even know where I am. I'm like, I hope I'm on the right path. This is a terrible place to bring a horse. At this point, I've got to stay on it. I'm too scared to get off right now. I might have to, but... should be it. Hey, you guys have a spot I could sleep? I'm not doing so hot. Oh, man, it's camp. Think you mind letting me stay? Because I heard this could be pretty difficult, so... like, this could be tough if I'm not taken care of. Sleep constantly.
Ha! It's you, Gajo. Aranka's prophecy is coming true.
What? What
You
gadget?
call me?
You come to save our family from this disaster.
Save how? What are you talking about? Slow down and tell me what
Look at me. Do I look
How
like a
can I slow
savior?
down, Gajo, when my Shea Marika is gone? My only daughter, gone. Her empty tent is all that is left of her. If Aranka's prophecy is true, you must help me.
How can I help you?
How do you think? You must find her and bring her back.
Do you think in that forest maybe something could have...
No, I'm sure. Do not invite evil. Such lava can come true.
So she disappeared out of the blue?
On my honor as voivode of this camp.
Did she get distracted by
One
pretty
moment
lights?
she's
I get
here,
distracted by...
next moment, gone. We search for her, but not find. Then Aranga has vision. So we wait for Gajo, who will help us. And now, waiting is over. It's written in stars and how birds fly. I know nothing of such things.
Your prophecy was to
Everything Aranka says
bring abroad,
is
like,
true.
a
Will you
beat-up
help me?
Henry.
Will
Then
help an
you might need a new
unfortunate
prophecy.
voivode?
I'll help
I'll
you.
help you. I'm sure we'll find her.
Dear God, I know something good will happen the moment when I see you.
Which
hold on.
tent was hers?
You have to tell me
And
more
can I
about
sleep in
Marika.
it?
Where and when did you last see her?
It has been 2 days. We even follow her tracks past her woman's hut and then on towards Apollonia.
You mean Bajena, the herbalist? She didn't advise you?
I do not know the Johanni's name, but I know she does not like nomads. She says she don't know anything, and if she know, she will not tell us. Such disrespect. Pooh, be bucked.
Where's her tent? Maybe I can find something in there that'll help with the search.
We look through everything here. The Ceratu. Nothing.
Still, I'd at least give it a try.
Mishto. But don't waste time. Marika, she sleep under a kind of oilcloth right next to Aranka's shop. She always liked the open air.
I think I know everything I need to know.
Please.
I'm trying my best. To be honest, I came over here because I thought maybe you were like a shop. You are a shop. I have so many like missions going on. All right, get rid of this one for now. Untrack that. Is her tent? Not really a tent, but hey, it works. I'm going to be standing here awkwardly for a little while. I'm sorry. I just got to make myself tired so I can sleep. I hope you guys don't mind. I mean, one of the warnings people did tell me about the nomads was don't stare at their home. But I'm so happen to stare at their home. But I need to heal, all right? I kind of fell off a cliff.
What are you doing?
Huh?
I
What?
want to have you causing trouble here.
I'm so
Gather
sorry.
some coin.
What did I do? 25 coins? I'll let the bailiff punish me. Fine, here.
You're right.
That's better. I'm
Yeah, of course, Nomad. I'm sorry. I didn't think anyone would find me. Is this not yours? I'm so sorry.
It looks
I mean,
like nothing's missing.
It's not like I stole your food or something. Is any of you guys got like a place to sleep?
God bless.
Maybe a healing potion? Too bad this isn't like wow, there's a lot more of this place than I thought. You guys don't fuck around.
Servus, sartukicho. Sarsao, tanamistes, sarnila.
I wish I could like carry around a fucking bedroll. I was like, if it was a fast travel thing, I would just leave, come back. But I don't want to have to. I've got to run all the way back here, and knowing my stupidity, I'm gonna fucking hurt myself.
It looks like nothing's missing.
Hi, you wouldn't happen. This sounds gonna sound crazy. I guess I could go to the herbalist place.
Take care then, and thanks for that.
Can I just have anything? I could go talk to the herbalist lady. She might let me go sleep,
Braves Bartalo.
but that's all the way over there. Yes, I could fast travel. They do have a fast travel. Okay, good. Thank God. Let me just... that doesn't really have anything for me there. Unfortunately, there isn't like a resting spot there, so... Hate to fast travel, but let's just go all the way back to my home. I have to go all the way home, but at least we have a fast travel point. And to be honest, I kind of want to go back home because I need to hold on to like 20 herbs real quick so I can get my whatchamacallit, the perk for having charisma. So, you know what? Might as well just come back home. Here, we'll just hold on to like 20 of these. It said dried or regular, so. Right, was it 20 or 30? Oh, was that under here? 30. Hold on, a little more.
How terrible.
Flower power. Oh, God. Back to sleep. You know, maybe we'll be lucky if there's food here. I'm just going to sleep all the way to here. If there's no cauldron for me to eat from, I'll go and pick up some food and dry it if I have to. So does Henry. Henry needs his food production. Dude, this stuff's got to really fill you if you can get, like, full in, like, a couple bites. Just a couple spoonfuls. Holy shit. I was pretty hungry, and then I ate that, and now I'm, like, 92. Anyway, back to the Nomad camp. Again, I hate to keep fast traveling, but I'm just trying to save the back and forth stupid trips of my mistakes. I unfortunately fell. I don't want to go and deal with this training that might kick my ass and be nearly dead. I don't know what you said. I'm sorry. I can barely speak English.
The Lord be with you. What do you need?
Are you good with a sword?
My name is Henry, and I've heard in the village that you're a renowned strongman, juggler, and moreover, skilled with a weapon. Is that true?
Depends. Why do you ask?
I'm looking for someone to help me.
What's it about?
Well, it's complicated. But the short version is, a few days ago, I barely avoided the gravedigger's shovel. I thought I was done for. That's how badly beaten I was. And now, well, I'm feeling a bit unsure in
I
combat.
seem to have forgotten how to combat.
I'll need to regain my confidence, if you know what I mean.
Aye, that I can do. If what you say is true, I could really help you out, friend. I've been missing a good fight around here.
What would you like in return?
Oh, please. I'll do it out of sheer kindness. I don't have anything to do right now anyway. You can pay me next time.
Let's fight.
Start right away.
All right? Follow me to the arena.
Just asked if he's good with a sword. I better actually have my sword equipped, though. I don't want to pull out the axe. I need to practice sword play. I'll be honest, I'm not used to having a shield. I don't usually use a shield.
Should we begin?
Here's a practice longsword.
Oh, thank
so
God.
we don't hurt each other. Let's see what you've got. We'll start with exchanges, and if you do well, we'll try something harder. You're going to attack. Commit to it. Don't stop after a single strike. Dish out several. Now I'm going to show you a simple technique that builds on that. You'll attack from the right, then left,
Attack left
then
from right,
again.
left, right, or
Attacks
vice versa.
follow one after the other.
Individual
And you
combo
don't even
steps
have
not
to
have to
break
brace
through your opponent's
for the
cover.
combo. You
So
just gotta
right,
connect.
Left, and then right again.
Exactly. You could also do it the other way around. I'll let you have exactly 3 strikes, so you're not wasting effort just flailing around. Why didn't you follow through?
I don't know.
Don't pause.
Not pausing though.
See? That's the way. Again. Ah. Well done.
I'm sorry.
I did not mean to hit that.
You've got the hang of it. Let's try something
I
more.
just said I can't handle
I'll
it.
teach
I
you a
give
real
up.
technique. You start with a slash from above, then from the right, and when your opponent expects another attack from above, you do a quick sidestep and drag your blade horizontally across his belly.
I don't know if I'll ever do a combo
So
right.
I'll start from the top, then from the right, and then...
From the left. Remember, top, right, and finally left.
All right, let's give it a try.
I'll let you make 3 strikes just like before. No more.
All right?
Wrong. You have to make 3 attacks in quick succession. Nice. Now do it again. Beautiful.
It's so scary for me to hit a combo because in the midst of me hitting a combo, they attack me, and then I get worried about blocking or doing the thing. Block, direction of change. Yep. I try to do that. Above, then switch it to the right to do that. Yep. Certain things will need more points. Got it.
That's that then.
All right,
You don't
basic.
even have to use a longsword for this technique. It'll work with any other weapon.
That'll come in handy.
And one more piece of advice. Any attack can start with this or that technique. Look, if I attack from the right, your riposte will come from above. And that's the first step of this technique. Think about it.
What about other techniques?
I'll teach you even more if you want. But it won't be as cheap. And you'll also have to know a thing or two first. If you prove yourself to me, I'll teach you the best technique of all.
Master Strike.
Also known as the Master Strike.
How can I prove myself to you so that you'll teach me the Master Strike?
You'll have to defeat me in a sword fight. Because this technique only works for swords.
So all I have to do is challenge you?
That's right.
I'll be on my way.
I'll challenge you to a duel then.
Ha! I've barely taught you anything and you're already getting cocky. But very well. At least I'll demonstrate the difference between us.
Yeah, he's gonna kick my ass. See, he's already better.
You want to try me? Ah!
I did a combo. Never mind. All right.
You're not getting out of this alive.
My mitts are heavily damaged.
Sorry, lad, but it's too soon for me to teach you the Master Strike.
True.
True. Do you guys have anywhere I could rest? That's the only downside to doing these fights. I sleep in the ditch. In the shithole. Ooh, boy. Can I sleep in your bed? Ugh, I am very wounded. All right, well, I got a little bit of training, but unfortunately, I'm gonna need. There you go, feel good.
You look like someone gave you a thrashing.
Ah, don't worry. I'm fine.
I'm fine. When was the end of quest? Let's reload the end, because if anything, if I can keep reloading the end of the quest into the practice fight, if that's when it happens, I can just keep trying. Oh, God. All right, yeah, we're just right here with it. That's... If I can never do it, then I could at least tell him I give up. Because I did wound him a little.
Watch and learn.
Like that. I went before. I learned from you. See? Comboing. I'm remembering.
So, do you think
How
I
do you
have
like
what it
that?
takes?
All right. You deserve to be taught the Master Strike. Here's a training sword so he won't get hurt.
Let's
Covered
get to
in
it.
blood.
The pinnacle of swordsmanship are so-called Master Strikes. You can only perform a technique like that with a sword, no matter if it's short or long, or if you're using a shield. What you do need is a blade and a guard that protects your hands. Master Strike is a technique that allows you to counter an opponent's attack with your own. A swordsman that can learn such a technique is undefeatable. Let me show you. Attack me from the right. What?
See, I've been always
And
wanting to
learn.
do those,
No
and I
use.
didn't realize how to do them in the
Master
first
strikes
game.
are what elevates the swords above other weapons, and there is no defense against them. You've learned how to parry your opponent's attack with a properly timed block. But this time, you attack instead of blocking. Timing and direction are everything. Hit your opponent at the right time and from the right angle. I'll attack slowly from above. You take up position with your sword below and strike against my attack. But enough talk. Come and try it yourself. Excellent.
Oh, that's how you're gonna
All
do
right,
it in this.
let's try it
Jesus.
once more. But this time, I'll attack from the side. Now pay attention. If I hold my sword to the left,
And I
put
want
yours
mine on
to
the opposite.
Right. If I'm on the right, get ready on the left. Master Strike works only with an opposite strike. Otherwise, it's the same. You strike when I begin my attack. Ready?
Always.
Good. Again. That's the way. You're getting the hang of it. Now let's try it for real. I'll fight you normally, and you have to pay attention to which direction I'm attacking from. Then attack from the opposite side.
I understand. Let's start.
You're getting the hang of it. Again. Beautiful. Try it again. Not like that. You were supposed to counterattack from the opposite side when I started attacking. Here's a few more tips.
That's gonna be
If your
very
opponent
helpful, I
knows
feel
how to
like.
perform a master strike. Don't give them an opportunity to use it. Try not to attack from the opposite side. Now for the most important part. You can use a master strike to defend against an opponent's riposte. After a perfect block, your positions are always set. Your opponent knocks your sword to the left, then attacks with a riposte to the right. Until that point, you could only defend yourself with a perfect block. Now you can surprise your opponent with a master strike that he hasn't a hope of blocking. Understand?
This is too much information at once.
I think I understand.
Good. That's all I can teach you. Now, it's up to you to learn how to use the master strike in combat.
I'll do my best. Thanks, Tomcat.
Master Strike is attacked from opponent's opposite direction or whatever of it when the window. If the enemy is attacked from the left, you gotta do it from the right. They cannot be blocked or defended against. The Master Strike can only be performed with a sword or in a combination with a shield. By attacking into the zone where your opponent's sword is, you increase your chance of executing a perfect block. Attacking from the opposite risks the strike. And that was the issue I kept falling into in the original. I didn't realize in the original you had to kind of time it before the shield came up to do those types of attacks. And I just never could get them consistently, so I never knew how I was doing them. And I always kept battling from the opposite side, thinking that was more efficient, and everyone just fucked me up.
Will you teach me another swordsmanship trick?
Certainly. But you better not talk about it like that. I mean, between you and me you can. But the Grand Masters make a big show about calling it swordsmanship technique.
I understand. So technique, eh?
Aye. These days, people put their faith into all kinds of shite. And as far as dueling is concerned, it's currently fashionable to give everything German names.
German?
Aye, it's all Mittelhau, Kurzhau, and who knows what else. Who can make heads or tails of it? I simply know how to fight, how to win.
But he's still
I don't give
bloody
a
from our
rat's ass
duel.
about German.
Excellent. That sounds good. Let's get started.
Why not? If you have a bit of time, I can teach you something.
Shield deflect. Hammer. Knee strike.
It occurred to me that a thrust with a sword to the leg of that poor lug you're fighting is pretty simple, but bloody effective. It'd be my pleasure to teach you that.
And $200. I'll have to come back when I have Groshin. These sound like they will be very helpful.
Can you show me how you pull off some of your feats of strength?
I don't know. You mean you don't know how to hand out slaps? Or just how to follow one up?
Well, I'm not a complete beginner. And I'm not as interested in slaps as I am in swordsmanship and wrestling.
Ah, I see. I could help with that. I wouldn't want to beat a dead horse, after all. You know what I mean, right?
I understand. I'll try not to disappoint you. And I'd be grateful if you'd make time for me, Master.
Of course I'll show you what I know. But you can't be stingy, my friend.
I understand. Don't worry. I'll pay you.
I mean, I can't, but I will. Maybe one day. All right. I'm glad we did that, though, because that Master Strike might come in handy, because if we've noticed in the last times I've been fighting, it has been fight, riposte, block, riposte, and it just goes back and forth until I'm out of stamina and it's not working. So hopefully with some of these Master Strikes, I might have an actual opportunity. Don't see anything out of the ordinary at her thing, but I also... Scarf.
Nice scarf. It must have belonged to Marika.
Maybe I'll use this.
God grant you health.
All right, well, before I go looking for her, my next thing I want to do... Get to Mutt. Want to see if we can find Mutt. Perk point somewhere into swords. Kind of almost want that. Kind of want that when I'm fighting with a one-handed sword. But I mean, I might end up using a long sword at some point. But if I have a one-handed without a shield, I get a bonus in my sword fighting skill. If I can successfully combo, I can make them weaker, which is always good. Try that. If not, I heard the only thing I heard about the dog that was spoiled to me briefly because of like I think a trailer or something or like a short that I saw was like the dog could help with combat. Like, he could be, like, a distraction, which I think he might have done in the first one. I don't know, because I never even had the dog in the first. So, because I didn't play it. I think it was, like, a DLC to have Mutt or whatever, and I didn't get to do that. Or if I did, I had him sit the whole time. Luckily, the game saved after doing that quest, so if something happens to me between now and me getting to the location of where Mutt was last seen, or where we're looking, as we're back here again from the beginning of the game, at least I don't have to do the fight again. Like I said, when I'm dialed in, it works out well. I was able to beat him in that fight, but sometimes I hesitate in my actions because I hate, like, because you could, like, get your ass kicked in, like, 2 hits sometimes in this. So I hesitate my attacks and I stay more defensive. So sometimes I don't try to combo because they'll stab me in the midst of my combo. Oh, I'm in the area of looking for her. I was going to say, I'm like, what am I going to do up here? Because I go for a combo and then someone just stabs me.
What the fuck is this supposed to mean?
What's that sound?
Hey, lad! What do you want? Come here.
What do you want?
Just to wish you a good day.
You're
You're a dead man.
Don't do it. Okay, I'm still practicing. I also don't even know if I have my weapon out. Guy might kill me. What do you think you're doing?
Enough.
Sorry, that was a delayed input.
There's something lying over there. I hope it's not.
I stopped. I let go of my fucking like right hand off the controller. Whatever, he was an asshole, but still. He was an asshole, luckily, just some shitty vagabond thing, but
Dead and robbed of everything, just like Capon left him, and there's no trace of Mutt.
it's like, oops, he did surrender. I just couldn't stop myself, apparently. There are certain delayed inputs that just, they'll continue even though I have already pressed it. Of course, I'm over encumbered, so let's start bringing this stuff over to the horse. Horse can hold on to these things for me. Even my sword for right now, because I can't wield this. I wonder how bad that's going to make me feel.
A nice bit of venison, and something took a good bite of it. Could Mutt have been here? Mutt's nowhere around. Someone must have taken him in. It's not far to the herb woman's place. Maybe I should ask her whether she's seen him.
Go to the herb woman now. Man, I mean, I'm already on my way. For 2 reasons. Hey, have you seen this woman? And also, have you seen my dog? Yeah, I gotta be careful with that perfect block, because you gotta be ready. If I don't hit it right, it just does not register, and I'll just get beat up. Just a shitty... I'm looking for a couple of bitches. You know what? Probably just for the safekeeping, I'm going to keep my weapon out. Just never know when someone's going to come running up to me for some shit. Should be okay, though. We're already here, but...
I don't like this. It's not usual for her to be gone so long.
Came to pay back my debt. I don't have any money.
Has something happened?
My daughter, Pavlena. Remember her? She was here when I was healing you two.
I remember. What's wrong with her?
She's missing. It's not like her to be wandering around like that. She goes to Troskovitz to sell baskets, but she knows I can't manage on my own, so she never stays away for long. These old eyes of mine can't see nothing much. Pavlena has to take care of me. She's a good girl, that lass of mine. I'm very worried about her. You understand? What if something's happened to her? God forbid. I can't look for her myself, but you could. I know I'm asking a lot of you, but
I
I've
owe
no
you.
one else to turn to.
You rescued my life. I don't have time.
All right, good wife. I'll try to find Pavlena for you.
Thank you, Henry. If I was you, I'd ask in Troskovitz. That's where she was heading last time I saw her. And if she arrived, someone must have seen her. And you can look in the hut in her place in the loft. She keeps her things there. My old legs ain't up to climbing stairs, but you might find some clues there.
All right, man, I'm just racking up all of the things, huh? I'll take a look.
So, Pavlena, what have you left for me? she planned to run away, she'd have taken them with her.
Wonder if she tried for that
She
arrow
got up and went
competition.
straight out. She's got unfinished work here. Hey, this is a boy's cap. Does Pavlena wear it? Or did someone leave it here?
Would lockpick her stuff, but you know, that would be rude. And I also not exactly confident in my lockpick capabilities. And I'm waiting until I start working with the miller to start doing some of that stuff, because he is definitely going to be the one to help me with making sure my lockpick gets improved. Today is a scorcher. I'm gonna go to sleep since I still have a bed here. According to here, I can sleep and save. So I'm a rest. I'm a little wounded, you know. Got into a fight with an asshole on my way here. Pretty rough. Can you just say that climbing up the stairs is tough for you and then you went to bed up here? Yeah, I'll probably go out and grab some sage and things since we're here. She has a drying rack, does she? I don't know if she's got a drying rack around here is the only thing, but when we're in town... And take your shovel. It says pick up, not steal, but I don't want to take it from her. But I am going to need a shovel probably for something one day. Before I talk to her, since I'm in the area and I'm probably not going to be roaming here. See if there's any other shit to grab up this route. Or if things grew back in. I just gotta make sure it's nothing. The game's a little weird about it. I do have a bow. I could try hunting if I see animals. Not that I'm very good at it, to be honest. Plus, if I'm going to do... Actually, this is going to look really stupid, actually. Let me switch back to here. I'm going to be like, why? Because this gives me the least amount of noise. As dumb as that seems, if I want to steal things, I gotta be in my, or like steal or do anything, I gotta be nude. If I'm gonna sneak up on something with absolute quiet. Is that a quiver or a log in my ass? Might as well pick some of this. Now, I'm missing like one or two things still for the schnapps, but it's okay. We'll get them. And luckily we can dry it, so it'll be all good to hold on to. I did when I ended the stream before. That's why I was in a different location. I did go back and do a little blacksmith working just to, like, not even for money. It was just to try to get more skill points, XP into it. So I was making some swords. Plus, I remade my hunting sword because I realized real quick I was lacking in... the agility for the military sword. I am so sorry. I didn't think that's how it fired. I didn't want to take the shot like that. It just fired on me. Wait, oh, I see what it's doing. Oh, that's what's happening. Okay. Wait, no. Why is it just... Why are you just firing? Do you not hold and aim again? No, it just fires. What the fuck? Thought I would hold it. Yeah, it just fires. Am I missing something? I thought it would just be the same mechanic. This is what I get for not reading, I guess. I was like, oh, it's going to be the same. I know how this works. And, like, it just fires. Like, am I that bad? Or... I thought it had something to do with, like, the trigger. Like, holding it or being light on it. But it's not doing anything. I did not want to call my horse. Hoping maybe there'd be something in the thing to tell me about it. I don't know why. It just firing. Hi, Pebbles. It's slower and a bigger target, but I have to be able to kill it or chase it down, and I can't. I'm not going to be able to track. I can't even shoot. I keep firing off to the left because for some reason he's not holding the fucking thing. Wasting arrows now. I'm going to have to practice. I don't know why he can't hold it for like 2 seconds. We'll worry about it later. Both triggers are just shooting. Nothing is like holding it. I can feel the adaptive triggers acting up when I do it, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe I have to like not squeeze the trigger, maybe do a little light, and he just fires. So I'm not entirely sure if it's just because he has terrible archery. Maybe he needs to be trained again. I don't know. It's very confusing. Oh. R2 to draw, release to shoot. L2 to cancel. But every time I'm doing, he's just firing. I turn these adaptive triggers off. Nope. Can he just not hold it? Is it like... I don't know. Can he not hold it because I'm fucking nude? Doesn't explain anything to me. Pouring wine? Am I going to have to actually serve people? Hold R2 to draw bowstring. released to fire, but it just auto fires. It's not pulling back and staying pulled back. I might be bugged. I don't know. That one, I don't know. Might have to look into. Anyway, I want to ask you about my dog and then another girl, and then I'm going to go find your girl. It's a whole ordeal. They don't have a drying rack in here? It's crazy.
Have you seen a stray dog around? I thought he was dead, but he's likely still alive.
I'm sorry. I haven't seen any dogs around.
Oh, Sakra. Do you have any idea where else he might have gone?
If I were a dog, I'd go to where there's food. There are plenty of fishermen around the pond, and they're always throwing out leftovers at the tavern.
Do you think he'd go and steal leftover food?
I don't know much about dogs. He could have run into the woods and started hunting. He wouldn't be the first or the last. There's a whole pack of wolves near Sameen these days. Maybe your dog's gone feral and is running around with them.
Thanks. I'm looking for Marika, and I heard you know her.
I do. I know her quite well, in fact. But what do you want from her?
She's lost, and I'm trying to find her.
Henry, I think you'd best leave her alone.
Why? If she's in danger, I can help her.
Marika was here with her lover, but he was in rough shape. Blood everywhere.
What? Her lover? What happened?
Aye, with Bohush from Sameen. Poor girl. She was terribly afraid of something. I begged
Seems like a lot of
them to
people
stay
near
here,
death come
said
to
they
you.
were in no danger here. But nothing came of it. I went to pick some herbs, and when I came back, they were gone.
Do you know who she was so afraid
Someone
of?
after her?
Everyone, as far as I know. Her own family and the people of Sameen.
How come?
Most didn't approve of her relationship with Bohush. Both families took it as an affront to their honor. But that's all I know.
Do you know what happened to them?
Sadly, I don't. Marika was terrified. She didn't want to talk about it at all. And then they were gone.
Do you have any idea where they might have gone?
Marika
No
told
idea.
me a few times about a cave chamber in Apollonia.
Man, I only just
But I've
discovered
never
of
been
this
there
place. You guys
myself.
got me going all the
Apollonia?
time.
That's a long way to go.
At least you can see how scared she was to stay here. I fixed Bahush up the best I could. I hope they made it.
Do you know where exactly it is?
I do. You start from Trotsky and go in the
Oh
direction
God, please
where
mark
the
it.
woodcutters cleared the biggest gap in the forest. The entrance should be somewhere on the right side of the valley. There should be one little rock wedged between two big ones. I remember that because Marika told me that she sometimes feels just as small, like she's stuck between two big worlds.
Thank you. I'll try to find her there.
Well, that's all I know about
He was quick
her,
to tell
lad.
me that
Right.
after telling me you should
Thanks for
just
your help.
not find her.
I had a look in Pavlena's place in the loft.
And? Did you find anything?
She didn't pack up her stuff. I don't think she was planning to be gone for long.
I told you, didn't I? Pavlena wouldn't run off.
I found a cap there. A man's cap. I don't suppose Pavlena would wear something like that.
You're saying she had some young man here? I'd surely have noticed.
I don't know, good wife. I'm just saying what I found.
Could she have found herself a beau in Troskovitz?
She's got unfinished work there. She weaves baskets.
Aye, she usually has a few on the go. but she took them to the market in Troskowitz. We've got nothing here but what we make ourselves, or find in the woods.
Just sell a bunch of
Avlena
stone
weaves
knives.
baskets very nicely. Folk buy them from her.
Anyway, I came to pay back my
I
debt.
wanted to ask you something.
It was good to see you, my friend.
Yeah, I mean, great to see you too. Don't mind if I take these. Since I'm here. Yeah, she could have dressed as a boy to try to get into that archery. 'Cause she was really hell-bent on the archery thing.